Dragon Ball Super's second movie is finally out, making a bold transition from storytelling and 2D graphics to 3D with a new take on classic faction to boot and a huge cast of characters as well. Sounds like it all holds up on paper, but does it do in practice? Does the change in animation style knock it out of the park already, or is there still room for improvement? Of course, because this is going to be an analytical review, spoilers are definitely going to come up, so please watch with caution. First off, the 3D art style. Does it hold up at all? The good news is, yes it does. The rigs for all the returning casts have been created really faithfully to blend in with the Super style and also still pushing what could be done with CGI. If it's any indirection, there's a lot of potential for more interactive features, as even the flashbacks showing the classic and Z style effects like lighting working their magic on character models. The animation is at its absolute best when there's a lot going on, with each character getting characterization through the background actions as well as going through what they say. Think like how Piccolo can never hold a phone correctly when calling Bulma, or how the gang that shows up in the end always trip each other up as the main heroes discuss the odds. But of course, the best of the best is during the fight. With fast action and weight not felt since Dragon Ball Z, the sweeping long takes by the camera let the characters go all out and let us see it all without being disoriented. Highlights for sure goes to the sparring match between Goku and Vegeta during the intermission, with beautiful sweeping red and blue backgrounds clashing like the two Saiyans themselves. Spoiler alert, Cell Max and the embiggened orange Piccolo, whose size makes for a battle style rarely seen in Dragon Ball, feeling like a kaiju fight for all the right reasons. Basically, overall the film replicates its 2D source material by emulating frame-by-frame animations in little pieces, making strong and fast attacks carry out so much more crunch to them. In a sense, a series as high octane and fight heavy as Dragon Ball feels right at home in this art style, and I would really be excited if it came back in the future. Next, let's talk about the story a little bit. If you went in blind without any trailers watched, then you might be surprised at who's taking the villainous role back again for the third time. It's the Red Ribbon Army with a vengeance. With what remains of the army after Cell's destruction spearheaded by Magenta and Dr. Hero, the descendants of Commander Red and Dr. Geros respectively, they seek to create a new league of robots that will assassinate the Dragon Ball heroes, who the army believes to be an alien invasion force. With Dr. Hero's genius, the revitalized Red Ribbon Army create the robots Gamma 1 and 2, who have a heavy superhero aesthetic thanks to Hero's love for the genre. But not only that, there's an extra project in the works, Cell Max, a giant beastly recreation of perfect Cell. With Goku and Vegeta off-world and unable to be contacted, it's up to Piccolo and Gohan to step up and save the day and their family. The half-sane and Namekian starring role in this one is the most obvious breath of fresh air from the plot summary. This isn't Goku's story, not one bit. It's a journey of rediscovery and renewal for Gohan and Piccolo, as well as a trial by fire for Pan by now who's a toddler. Both the fighters have their own character arcs. Gohan realizes that there's still a huge reason to carry on the fight as his family's put in immediate danger, giving him the power he needs to potentially become the strongest. Piccolo, on the other hand, learns to rediscover his own value as a fighter, trying to take on a threat all by himself without relying on way stronger Saiyans. These two personal arcs culminate in the final forms of these two fighters, Gohan Beast and Orange Piccolo. Both of these feel very unique to the both of them. They're completely without any Saiyan influence, which makes them more exclusive to hold even more potential for them, allowing them to even stand toe-to-toe with Goku and Vegeta, as Toriyama himself has suggested. Gohan Beast is particularly special as it draws interest to the fact that Gohan does indeed have a human half, and his beast form is where this power comes from. The only problem with both of these transformations is that, like a lot of the others in the series, we don't actually know a lot about them in detail other than they get activated in the heat of the moment. It'd be interesting to learn what makes them special. Can other humans achieve beast form? What does an orange Namekian do to become orange without Shenron's influence. But now some speculation time. The final boss, as Hito put it, was incomplete at the time when Magenta deployed him. Cell Max did not have a controlled mind going into the fight with Gohan, and as a result fought like a rampaging beast with unrefined technique. It's been stated by creators that if Cell Max were complete, he'd be able to defeat even Broly in battle. Keep in mind, we do see him struggling to control even legendary Super Saiyan, so who knows what that means for Goku and Vegeta. Would a complete Cell Max also be able to inherit the abilities of whoever he absorbs, in which case a reckless Broly would spill doom, as it would give the already huge Cell Max a berserker boost. Maybe that's why Gohan Beast was able to stand up to Cell at the end, just like Super Saiyan 2 stood up against Perfect Cell back in the Cell games. Cell Max haven't been built in understanding of Gohan's new ability, allowing him to come out left field and use the element surprise to deliver the final blow. Maybe that's why Gohan's considered the strongest, his humidity which leads to unexpected power reveals. And that's Dragon Ball Super Superhero, boasting an impressive amount of eye candy as well, providing some more insight into how the villains of the universe work, just like what happened with Frieza Force, and the spectacular finale. Superhero is definitely worth the watch. If you're looking for Dragon Ball content that isn't afraid to step out of Goku's shadows, just for a little bit. Don't be scared away by the 3D graphics. They only enhance the experience, and they truly make this a super movie. And that is all for this video. If you like this content, please subscribe, like, and turn on notification bells to not miss any videos like these. I'm your host, Bro. I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.